Gone with the Wind remains a monumental achievement in cinema, yet the stories behind its creation are often overshadowed by its fame. The tension on set was palpable, particularly between the lead actress and the legendary Clark Gable. Their relationship was fraught with challenges, stemming from Gable's notorious reputation and his behavior during filming. The actress, known for her strong will, found it difficult to forgive Gable for certain incidents that occurred while they were working together. One notable moment involved a scene that required intense emotional vulnerability. Gable, in an attempt to lighten the mood, made a joke that fell flat, leaving the actress feeling disrespected and undermined. This incident was not isolated. It was part of a pattern that contributed to a growing rift between them. As the production progressed, the actress's frustration only deepened, leading to a coldness that would linger long after the cameras stopped rolling. Despite their on-screen chemistry, the off-screen tension created a divide that neither could fully bridge. The actress's resentment towards Gable became a defining aspect of her experience on set, shaping her memories of the film that would go on to become a classic. The complexities of their relationship reveal a side of Hollywood that is often glossed over, highlighting the personal struggles that can exist even amidst great success. Filming for Gone with the Wind began before the casting of the iconic character Scarlett O'Hara was finalized. This decision was quite unusual, as typically, a lead role would be cast before production starts. The producers and directors were eager to get the project underway, and it wasn't until about a month into filming that Vivien Leigh was chosen to portray Scarlett. Her selection came after an extensive search for the right actress, which added to the film's already complex production timeline. Additionally, Clark Gable, who played the role of Rhett Butler, had strong feelings about how his character should be portrayed. He was particularly opposed to the idea of Rhett crying on screen. Gable believed that showing such vulnerability could negatively impact his career and public image. This led to the filming of two different versions of a crucial miscarriage scene, one where Rhett shows emotion and another where he remains stoic. This creative decision highlighted the tension between artistic expression and the actors' concerns about their careers, making the production of Gone with the Wind even more intriguing. Hattie McDaniel, who played the beloved character Mammy in Gone with the Wind, had deep personal ties to the Civil War. Her father was a freed slave who fought as a Union soldier, giving her a unique perspective on the themes of the film. This connection added a layer of authenticity to her performance as she brought her own family's history into the role. Daniel's portrayal of Mammy became iconic, showcasing the strength and resilience of African-American women during a tumultuous time in American history. In addition to its powerful performances, Gone with the Wind was groundbreaking in its use of Technicolor. The film utilized vivid colors that brought the story to life in a way that had not been seen before. This innovation was so significant that it prompted Hollywood to create a new category for color cinematography. The lush visuals of the film captivated audiences and set a new standard for future films. The combination of McDaniel's personal history and the film's technological advancements made Gone with the Wind a landmark in cinematic history. In the making of the iconic film Gone with the Wind, attention to detail was paramount, especially when it came to the appearance of its leading lady, Vivien Leigh. Her striking blue eyes, which captivated audiences, were altered in post-production to green. This change was made to align with the description of Scarlett O'Hara in Margaret Mitchell's novel. The process was meticulous, requiring frame-by-frame adjustments to ensure consistency throughout the film. This decision highlights the lengths to which filmmakers would go to create a specific vision for their characters. Additionally, there were moments during filming that showcased the challenges of bringing the story to life. In one particular scene, Vivien Leigh was asked to make choking sounds to convey a sense of distress. However, she refused to produce those sounds herself, believing it was unladylike. As a result, her co-star Olivia de Havilland stepped in to provide the necessary audio, dubbing the sounds in post-production. This collaboration between the two actresses illustrates the dedication and teamwork involved in creating memorable cinematic moments. The film remains a testament to the artistry and effort that went into its production, capturing the essence of its characters and their struggles. Vivien Leigh's British accent in Gone with the Wind sparked considerable debate among audiences and critics alike. Many questioned whether her English background would resonate with the Southern setting of the film. However, director George Cukor defended her casting, arguing that her Englishness could be likened to the unique qualities of Southern speech. He believed that her performance captured the essence of the character Scarlett O'Hara, making her a fitting choice for the role despite her accent. This defense highlighted the complexities of regional accents and how they can convey character depth. Additionally, the film is famous for its iconic line, "Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn." This line almost faced censorship and was nearly cut from the final version due to its strong language. However, producer David Selznick fought passionately for its inclusion, recognizing its significance in the narrative and its impact on audiences. The line has since become one of the most memorable quotes in film history, symbolizing the boldness and defiance of Scarlett O'Hara. The combination of Lee's accent and the controversy surrounding the famous line contributed to the film's lasting legacy and its place in cinematic history. Writing the script for Gone with the Wind was a challenging and intense process. The team faced numerous changes and high-pressure situations that required quick thinking and creativity. Notably, F. Scott Fitzgerald, a renowned author, contributed to the script, adding depth to the characters and story. The writers engaged in marathon writing sessions, often working long hours to meet deadlines and refine the screenplay. One of the most memorable scenes in the film is the burning of Atlanta, which was filmed using old sets that were repurposed for this dramatic moment. This scene was not only visually striking, but also came with considerable risk. The production team invested $25,000 into creating the fire effect, making it one of the most expensive scenes in the film. The decision to film this scene first was strategic, as it allowed the crew to manage the inherent dangers of working with fire. The combination of high stakes and creative collaboration made the scriptwriting ordeal a significant part of the film's legacy. Publicity around Vivien Leigh often suggested that she shared the French and Irish heritage of her character, Scarlett O'Hara, in the film Gone with the Wind. However, this was not entirely accurate. In reality, Vivien Leigh was of Scottish and Irish descent, which adds an interesting layer to her portrayal of the iconic Southern belle. The character of Scarlett is deeply rooted in the American South, and the misrepresentation of Lee's ancestry highlights how Hollywood sometimes shapes narratives to fit a certain image or expectation. On the other hand, Olivia de Havilland, who played the gentle and kind-hearted Melanie, had a remarkable life that extended well beyond her time in the film. She outlived most of her co-stars, passing away at the impressive age of 104 in 2020. This longevity allowed her to witness the lasting impact of Gone with the Wind on popular culture and the film industry. The contrast between the two actresses' legacies reflects the complexities of Hollywood's history and the personal stories behind its stars. In the film, the four lead characters, Scarlett O'Hara, Rhett Butler, Ashley Wilkes, and Melanie Hamilton, only share one significant scene together. This moment occurs when Rhett brings Ashley home after a visit to Belle Watling, a character who represents the complexities of Southern society during the Civil War. This scene is pivotal as it highlights the intricate relationships and tensions among the characters, showcasing their emotional struggles and the societal pressures they face. Additionally, the production faced challenges due to a shortage of extras, particularly in scenes depicting the wounded Confederate soldiers. To address this issue, the filmmakers creatively used 1,000 dummies to fill the background. These dummies were strategically placed among the actors to create the illusion of a larger crowd, enhancing the realism of the battle aftermath. This innovative solution allowed the film to maintain its grand scale and dramatic impact, despite the logistical difficulties of the time. The combination of these elements contributes to the film's enduring legacy and its exploration of love, loss, and the harsh realities of war. Directing both Gone with the Wind and The Wizard of Oz back-to-back took a significant toll on Victor Fleming. The immense workload led to exhaustion as he juggled the demands of two of the most iconic films in cinema history. The pressure was so intense that a third director had to step in to assist with the production of Gone with the Wind. This situation highlights the challenges faced by filmmakers during that era, where the expectations for quality and creativity were incredibly high. On another note, Leslie Howard, who portrayed the character Ashley Wilkes, openly admitted to never reading the lengthy novel by Margaret Mitchell. This revelation is surprising, considering the depth and complexity of the story. Howard's decision not to engage with the source material raises questions about the preparation actors undertake for their roles. Despite this, his performance in the film remains memorable and impactful, showcasing his talent and bringing the character to life without the benefit of the novel's extensive background. The combination of Fleming's demanding schedule and Howard's unique approach to his role adds layers to the fascinating history of this classic film. During the filming of Gone with the Wind, Clark Gable decided to play a light-hearted prank on Hattie McDaniel. In a particular scene where they were supposed to share tea, Gable replaced the tea with whiskey. This unexpected twist led to Hattie's genuine surprise, capturing a moment of authentic reaction that added a unique flavor to their performance. The camaraderie among the cast was evident, and such playful interactions helped to ease the tension of the long shooting days. In another instance, Vivien Leigh demonstrated her dedication to her role as Scarlett O'Hara. She often referred to her copy of the novel by Margaret Mitchell to ensure that her portrayal remained true to the character's essence. Leigh would remind director Victor Fleming of the importance of the source material, emphasizing that the depth of the characters was rooted in the literature. This commitment to authenticity not only enriched her performance, but also influenced the overall direction of the film, ensuring that the characters resonated with audiences. The collaboration between the cast and crew, marked by both humor and a serious commitment to the story, contributed to the film's lasting legacy. Vivien Leigh faced significant challenges while filming dance scenes in the classic movie Gone with the Wind. Despite her talent, she struggled with the choreography, which led to the decision to use a dance double, Sally DeMarco, for distant shots. This choice highlighted the difficulties Leigh encountered in bringing her character, Scarlett O'Hara, to life in those moments. While Leigh worked tirelessly on set, her compensation did not reflect her dedication or the number of days she spent filming. She was paid significantly less than her co-star, Clark Gable, even though she was on set for a longer duration. This disparity in pay was a common issue in the 1930s, reflecting the broader societal norms of gender pay inequality. Women often received less compensation than their male counterparts, regardless of their contributions or the demands of their roles. This situation not only affected Leigh, but also served as a reminder of the challenges women faced in the film industry during that era. The contrast between Leigh's hard work and Gable's higher pay underscores the ongoing struggle for equal recognition and compensation in Hollywood. The legacy of Gone with the Wind continues to evoke discussions about gender roles and pay equity, making it a significant topic in film history. Gone with the Wind, released in 1939, stands as a monumental achievement in cinematic history, captivating audiences with its sweeping narrative and rich character portrayals. The film, adapted from Margaret Mitchell's Pulitzer Prize-winning novel, is often celebrated for its ability to transport viewers to a bygone era, immersing them in the complexities of the American South during the Civil War and Reconstruction periods. The first half of the film is frequently lauded as a pinnacle of filmmaking, showcasing a blend of drama, romance, and historical context that resonates deeply with viewers. Vivien Leigh's portrayal of Scarlett O'Hara is particularly noteworthy. Her performance captures the character's fierce determination and emotional depth, eliciting both anger and empathy from the audience. Clark Gable, as Rhett Butler, complements Leigh's performance with his own charismatic presence, embodying the charm and complexity of his character. The chemistry between the two leads is palpable, making their tumultuous relationship a focal point of the narrative. Supporting performances also shine, with Olivia de Havilland as Melanie Wilkes and Leslie Howard as Ashley Wilkes adding layers to the story. While some critiques suggest that Howard's casting as Ashley may not have been the strongest choice, the overall ensemble is praised for its depth and richness. Hattie McDaniel's role as Mammy is particularly significant. Her performance is both heartfelt and powerful, earning her an Academy Award and marking a historic moment in film history. Critics note that her portrayal, while reflective of the era's racial dynamics, is not intended to demean, but rather to illustrate the complexities of the time. The film's production values are another highlight, with exceptional set designs, costumes, and cinematography that enhance the storytelling. William Cameron Menzies' art direction is often described as superb, with meticulous attention to detail that brings the world of the film to life. The dialogue is filled with wit and sharp observations about human nature, contributing to the film's enduring popularity and quotability. Many viewers find that the film reveals new layers upon repeated viewings, as the intricate relationships between characters become more apparent. However, the film is not without its criticisms. Some viewers point out that the second half of the movie tends to veer into melodrama, which can detract from the overall pacing and impact of the story. Despite this, many agree that the film's initial 3 hours are so exhilarating that any shortcomings in the latter part can be easily forgiven. The historical inaccuracies present in the film also spark debate. While some appreciate the artistic liberties taken, others express concern over the romanticized portrayal of the South and its implications. Ultimately, Gone with the Wind remains a beloved classic, celebrated for its storytelling, performances, and production quality. It has secured its place in American folklore and culture, continuing to resonate with audiences around the world. The film's ability to evoke a wide range of emotions, from joy to sorrow, ensures its status as a timeless piece of cinema. Whether viewed as a masterpiece or critiqued for its flaws, it undeniably holds a significant place in the hearts of many, making it a film worth. As the final credits roll on this timeless epic, the story of Scarlett O'Hara and Rhett Butler may seem to come to a close, but the journey does not end here. What became of the talented cast who brought these unforgettable characters to life? Behind the glamour and the accolades, each actor faced their own unique paths, filled with triumphs and challenges. From the iconic Vivien Leigh, whose portrayal of Scarlett left an indelible mark on cinema, to Clark Gable, the charming Rhett whose legacy continues to captivate audiences, their lives after the film reveals surprising twists. Did they find the same success in their future roles, or did they struggle against the shadows of their past? Join us as we delve into the fascinating stories of these stars, exploring their careers, personal lives, and the impact of their roles in Gone with the Wind. Prepare to uncover the hidden chapters of their lives that will leave you eager. Victor Jory portrayed Jonas Wilkerson, the field overseer, in the 1939 classic film Gone with the Wind. His character is a complex figure, embodying the tensions of the Reconstruction era. Wilkerson is depicted as a manipulative and self-serving individual, representing the darker side of the South's transformation. Jory's performance added depth to the role, showcasing the moral ambiguities of a man caught between loyalty and ambition. After the film, Jory's career continued to flourish, with notable roles in various films and television series. He became known for his work in westerns and horror films, often playing characters with a sinister edge. However, his personal life was marked by struggles. Jory faced financial difficulties during the Great Depression, which led to a series of unstable job situations. He also dealt with the pressures of fame, which strained his relationships. In the 1950s, Jory was involved in a scandal when he was accused of being a communist sympathizer during the Red Scare, which affected his career. Despite these challenges, he remained a respected figure in the industry until his passing in 1982. His legacy endures through his memorable performances and the complex characters he brought to life. Olin Howland portrayed a carpetbagger businessman in the 1939 film Gone with the Wind, a character emblematic of the opportunistic figures who emerged in the South during Reconstruction. His role highlighted the tension between the local populace and these outsiders who sought to exploit the region's vulnerabilities for personal gain. Howland's character was shrewd and calculating, embodying the darker side of ambition in a time of societal upheaval. After the film, Howland's career continued in Hollywood, where he often played supporting roles in various films. However, his personal life was marked by struggles. He faced financial difficulties, which led to a series of legal battles over debts. In the late 1940s, Howland was involved in a scandal when he was accused of fraud related to a failed business venture. This incident tarnished his reputation and limited his opportunities in the industry. Despite these challenges, Howland remained active in theater and film until his health began to decline. He passed away in 1961, leaving behind a legacy of complex characters that reflected the darker aspects of American society. The last known information about him indicates that he was largely forgotten by the public, a stark contrast to the vibrant roles he once played. Mona Munson's portrayal of Belle Watling in the 1939 film Gone with the Wind remains a haunting testament to her talent. Belle, a complex character, is a Southern madam who embodies both strength and vulnerability. Munson's performance brought depth to a role that challenged societal norms, showcasing a woman who navigates a world of moral ambiguity. Her ability to evoke sympathy for Belle, despite her profession, left a lasting impression on audiences. After Gone with the Wind, Munson's career faced challenges. She struggled to find roles that matched her earlier success, leading to a decline in her film appearances. Personal hardships compounded her professional struggles. Munson faced a tumultuous marriage to actor and director Robert Keith, which ended in divorce. She also battled depression, exacerbated by the pressures of Hollywood and her fading career. In her later years, Munson moved to New York City, where she continued to work in theater. she remained a private figure, often shunning the spotlight. The last known information about her life indicates she passed away in 1955, leaving behind a legacy marked by both triumph and tragedy. Dale Van Sickle played the role of gentleman at 12 Oaks Barbecue in the 1939 classic film Gone with the Wind. His character, though minor, contributed to the film's rich tapestry of Southern society during the Civil War era. Van Sickle's portrayal added a layer of authenticity to the social gatherings depicted in the film, reflecting the genteel culture of the time. After the film's release, Van Sickle's career took various turns. He faced significant challenges, including struggles with typecasting and the pressures of Hollywood. His personal life was marked by turmoil. He experienced a tumultuous marriage that ended in divorce, which left him grappling with public scrutiny. In the late 1940s, he became embroiled in a scandal involving financial difficulties, leading to a brief period of obscurity. Despite these hardships, Van Sickle continued to work in the industry, taking on smaller roles and eventually transitioning to behind-the-scenes work. His later years were shrouded in mystery, with little information available about his life after the 1960s. The last known details suggest he lived a quiet life away from the spotlight, leaving behind a legacy intertwined with one of cinema's most iconic films. John Ray played the role of the prison gang overseer in the 1939 film Gone with the Wind. His character was a stern figure, overseeing the labor of prisoners, embodying the harsh realities of the time. Ray's performance added a layer of darkness to the film, highlighting the struggles and moral complexities faced by characters in a war-torn South. After the film's release, Ray's career continued, but he faced significant challenges. He struggled with typecasting, often being seen as a villain due to his intense performances. His personal life was marked by turmoil. He battled alcoholism, which affected his relationships and career opportunities. Ray was involved in a scandal in the late 1940s when he was accused of assaulting a fellow actor during a heated argument, leading to a temporary decline in his public image. In his later years, Ray found some redemption in theater, returning to the stage where he could showcase his range. His last known performance was in a small off-Broadway production in the early 1960s. After that, he faded from the public eye, and little is known about his final years. His legacy remains tied to his haunting performances, leaving a mysterious shadow over his life and career. Rand Brooks portrayed Charles Hamilton, Melanie's brother, in the 1939 classic Gone with the Wind. His character is often overshadowed by the film's more prominent figures, yet he embodies the tragic loss of innocence during the Civil War. Charles is depicted as a dutiful brother, whose love for Melanie ultimately leads him to enlist, a decision that seals his fate. Brooks' performance captures the essence of a man caught between familial loyalty and the harsh realities of war. After Gone with the Wind, Brooks faced a challenging career in Hollywood. He struggled to find roles that matched the impact of his debut. His filmography included a mix of B-movies and supporting roles, but he never achieved the same level of fame. Personal hardships marked his life. He faced financial difficulties and battled depression. Scandals were few, but his quiet demeanor often left him out of the social circles that thrived in Hollywood. In his later years, Brooks retreated from the spotlight, living a more private life. He passed away in 2003, leaving behind a legacy tied to one of cinema's most iconic films. His story remains a poignant reminder of the fleeting nature of fame and the shadows that often accompany. Evelyn Keyes portrayed Sulin O'Hara, the headstrong and often selfish daughter of Scarlett O'Hara, in the 1939 classic Gone with the Wind. Her performance captured the complexities of a young woman grappling with societal expectations and personal desires during the Civil War era. Keyes brought a fierce energy to the role, making Sulin both relatable and frustrating. After Gone with the Wind, Keyes' career continued with notable films like The Jolson Story and The 7-Year Itch. However, her personal life was marked by turmoil. She faced a series of tumultuous relationships, including a marriage to actor Charles Vidor, which ended in divorce. Keyes struggled with depression and the pressures of Hollywood, leading to a period of relative obscurity. In the 1950s, she became embroiled in a scandal involving her affair with a married man, which further complicated her public image. Despite these challenges, she remained resilient, eventually finding peace in her later years. Keyes passed away in 2008, leaving behind a legacy as a talented actress who navigated the dark waters of fame and personal strife. Isabel Jewell played the role of Emmy Slattery in the 1939 classic Gone with the Wind. Her character, a spirited and determined woman, provided a glimpse into the struggles faced by those in the South during the Civil War. Jules' performance, though brief, left a lasting impression, showcasing her ability to convey deep emotion and resilience. After Gone with the Wind, Jules' career continued with notable roles in films like The Letter and The Man Who Came Back. However, her personal life was marked by turmoil. She faced several challenges, including a tumultuous marriage to actor and director Paul C. Smith, which ended in divorce. Jules battled alcoholism, which affected her career and personal relationships. In the 1940s, she became embroiled in scandal when she was arrested for possession of narcotics, leading to a public downfall. Despite these hardships, Jules managed to find work in television during the 1950s and 1960s. Her later years were quieter, and she lived in relative obscurity until her death in 27. The last known information about her life reflects a complex woman who navigated the highs and lows of fame, leaving behind a legacy marked by both talent and struggle. Vivien Leigh's portrayal of Scarlett O'Hara in the 1939 film Gone with the Wind remains iconic. Her performance captured the complexity of a woman torn between love and survival during the Civil War. Leigh's ability to convey Scarlett's fierce determination and vulnerability made her a memorable character. However, the role came with personal challenges. Leigh struggled with mental health issues, including bipolar disorder, which affected her career and relationships. After Gone with the Wind, Leigh's career continued with notable films like A Streetcar Named Desire, earning her an Academy Award. Yet, her life was marked by turmoil. She had a tumultuous marriage to actor Laurence Olivier, filled with passion, but also conflict. Their relationship faced public scrutiny and personal strife, leading to their eventual separation. Leigh's later years were shadowed by health problems, including tuberculosis. She continued to act but faced increasing difficulties. Her last public appearance was in 1967, and she passed away in 1967 at the age of 53. Despite her struggles, Vivien Leigh's legacy as a talented actress endures, leaving a lasting impact on cinema. Olivia de Havilland's portrayal of Melanie Hamilton in the 1939 film Gone with the Wind remains one of her most memorable roles. Melanie, the gentle and kind cousin of Scarlett O'Hara, embodies grace and resilience amid the chaos of the Civil War. De Havilland's performance brought depth to a character often overshadowed by the more flamboyant Scarlett. Showcasing her ability to convey strength through vulnerability, this role solidified her status as a leading actress in Hollywood. After Gone with the Wind, de Havilland faced significant challenges in her career and personal life. She became embroiled in a legal battle with Warner Brothers, which restricted her roles for years. This fight for better working conditions and creative freedom marked a turning point in Hollywood's labor practices. De Havilland's personal life was equally tumultuous. She had a strained relationship with her sister, Joan Fontaine, which led to a lifelong feud. Scandals surrounded her, including rumors of affairs and her complex relationships with men in the industry. In her later years, de Havilland lived in Paris, where she continued to act sporadically. She received numerous accolades, including 2 Academy Awards, but her legacy is often overshadowed by her tumultuous relationships and legal battles. As of her last known information, Olivia de Havilland passed away on July 26, 2020, at the age of 104, leaving behind a complex legacy marked by both triumph and hardship. Marjorie Reynolds played the role of the charming and flirtatious guest at 12 Oaks in the 1939 classic Gone with the Wind. Her character added a touch of lightness to the film's intense drama, embodying the carefree spirit of Southern society before the Civil War. Reynolds' performance, though brief, left a lasting impression, showcasing her ability to shine in a star-studded cast. After Gone with the Wind, Reynolds faced significant challenges in her career. She struggled to find roles that matched her early success, often relegated to supporting parts in B-movies. Despite this, she persevered, appearing in notable films like Holiday Inn, where she starred alongside Bing Crosby and Fred Astaire. Her personal life was marked by turmoil. Reynolds endured a tumultuous marriage to actor and director William Marshall, which ended in divorce. She also faced financial difficulties, leading to a period of obscurity in the 1950s. Later, she found solace in television, appearing in popular series like The Adventures of Ozzie and Harriet. In her later years, Reynolds lived a quiet life, away from the Hollywood spotlight. She passed away in 1997, leaving behind a legacy of resilience amid the challenges she faced. Her story remains a testament to the complexities of fame and the shadows that often accompany. Tommy Kelly played the role of boy in band in the 1939 classic film Gone with the Wind. His character, though minor, contributed to the vibrant atmosphere of the film's southern setting. Kelly's performance was part of a larger ensemble that brought the story to life, but it was his only significant role in a major film. After Gone with the Wind, Kelly's career did not flourish as expected. He faced challenges in finding substantial roles, leading to a gradual decline in his acting career. In his personal life, Tommy Kelly encountered several hardships. He struggled with the pressures of early fame and the transition to adulthood, or to suggest he faced financial difficulties and battled with alcoholism. His life took a darker turn when he became embroiled in scandals that tarnished his reputation. Despite these challenges, he managed to maintain a low profile, living away from the Hollywood spotlight. The last known information about Tommy Kelly indicates he lived a quiet life, largely away from the public eye. He passed away in 2020, leaving behind a legacy marked by both his brief moment in the limelight and the shadows that followed. Yakima Kennett played the role of renegade in the 1939 classic film Gone with the Wind. His character, a rugged and fierce figure, embodied the tumultuous spirit of the South during the Civil War era. Kennett's performance was marked by his physicality and ability to convey a sense of danger, which left a lasting impression on audiences. Beyond this role, Kennett was a renowned stuntman, an actor known for his work in westerns and his innovative stunts that set new standards in the film industry. However, Kennett's life was not without its shadows. He faced personal hardships, including struggles with alcoholism that affected his career and relationships. His tumultuous marriage to actress and stuntwoman Ruth Kennett ended in divorce, adding to the turmoil in his life. Kennett was also involved in several scandals, including allegations of unsafe stunt practices that raised concerns about the safety of performers in Hollywood. And in his later years, Kennett found some peace, working as a stunt coordinator and mentor to younger actors. He remained a respected figure in the industry until his passing in 1986. The last known information about him highlights his legacy as a pioneer in stunt work, though the darker aspects of his life serve as a reminder of the challenges he faced. Karen Marsh played the role of the barbecue guest in the 1939 classic film Gone with the Wind. Her character, though minor, contributed to the film's rich tapestry of Southern life during the Civil War era. Marsh's performance, while not central to the plot, showcased her ability to embody the spirit of the time, adding depth to the film's social gatherings. After Gone with the Wind, Karen Marsh's career took a different turn. She faced significant challenges in Hollywood, struggling to find substantial roles in an industry that often sidelined women. Despite her talent, she found herself typecast and limited to smaller parts. Her personal life was marked by hardships, including a tumultuous marriage that ended in divorce. Scandals surrounded her, including rumors of affairs with prominent figures in the film industry, which further complicated her career. In her later years, Marsh moved away from acting and focused on her family. She became involved in community theater and worked behind the scenes in various productions. The last known information about her indicates that she lived a quiet life, away from the spotlight, until her passing in 2016. Her legacy remains intertwined with one of cinema's most iconic films, a reminder of the complexities faced by women in Hollywood. George Reeves portrayed Brent Tarleton, Scarlett O'Hara's charming suitor, in the 1939 classic Gone with the Wind. His role, though brief, left a lasting impression, showcasing his ability to embody youthful exuberance and romantic longing. However, this early success did not shield him from the darker aspects of Hollywood life. After the film, Reeves struggled to find substantial roles, often being typecast due to his good looks. He faced financial difficulties and personal challenges, including a tumultuous relationship with actress Toni Mannix, who was married to a powerful MGM executive. Their affair was marked by jealousy and manipulation, leading to a scandal that haunted him. Reeves' life took a tragic turn when he was found dead in 1959 under mysterious circumstances, with the official ruling being suicide. However, many speculated about foul play, given his connections and the secrets he carried. His death remains shrouded in intrigue, with various theories surrounding the events leading up to it. As of now, the details of his life continue to captivate those who seek to understand the complexities of a man who was both a star and a victim of his own circumstances. Warren Bond portrayed Tom, the Yankee captain, in the 1939 classic Gone with the Wind. His character, though not central to the plot, represents the complexities of war and the shifting allegiances during the Civil War. Bond's performance added depth to the film, showcasing the struggles of a soldier caught in a tumultuous time. After Gone with the Wind, Bond's career flourished, leading him to roles in numerous westerns and television series, most notably Wagon Train. However, his life was marked by personal challenges. Bond battled alcoholism, which affected his relationships and career. He faced scandals, including a public feud with fellow actor John Wayne, which stemmed from Bond's outspoken nature and political views. Despite these hardships, Bond remained a beloved figure in Hollywood until his death in 1960. He passed away from a heart attack, leaving behind a legacy of strong performances and a life filled with both triumphs and struggles. His last known information reflects a man who, despite his demons, contributed significantly to American cinema. Claire James played a minor but memorable role in the 1939 classic Gone with the Wind. Her character, a spirited Southern belle, added depth to the film's portrayal of the tumultuous era. Despite the film's success, James struggled to find her footing in Hollywood afterward. The pressures of fame took a toll on her personal life, leading to a series of tumultuous relationships and public scandals. In the early 1940s, she became embroiled in a high-profile affair with a prominent director, which ended in a bitter public breakup. This scandal overshadowed her career, and she found it increasingly difficult to secure leading roles. By the late 1940s, James faced financial difficulties, leading her to take on smaller, less significant roles in B-movies. Her life took a darker turn in the 1950s when she battled addiction, which further alienated her from the industry. Despite these challenges, she remained a resilient figure, often reflecting on her past in interviews. The last known information about Claire James suggests she lived a quiet life away from the spotlight, with few public appearances in her later years. Laura Hope Cruz portrayed Aunt Pitty Pat Hamilton in the 1939 film Gone with the Wind, bringing a blend of warmth and fragility to the character. Her performance captured the essence of a Southern matriarch, embodying the complexities of a woman caught in the turmoil of war and societal change. Cruz's portrayal was marked by a delicate balance of humor and sorrow, making her a memorable part of the film's ensemble. After the film's success, Cruz continued her career in theater and film, but her life was not without challenges. She faced personal hardships, including the loss of her mother and struggles with her health. In the 1940s, she became embroiled in a scandal involving her close friend, actress Mary Astor, which drew public scrutiny and affected her reputation. Despite these difficulties, Cruz remained a respected figure in the entertainment industry. In her later years, she battled illness, including a long struggle with cancer. Laura Hope Cruz passed away in 1942, leaving behind a legacy marked by her iconic role and the complexities of her personal life. The details of her final days remain shrouded in mystery, but her impact on film and theater endures. Charles Middleton portrayed the stern man with the stovepipe hat in charge of convict workers in the 1939 film Gone with the Wind. His character, a figure of authority, represented the harsh realities of the South during the Civil War era. Middleton's performance added a layer of complexity to the film, showcasing the struggles of those forced into labor under dire circumstances. After the film's release, Middleton continued to work in Hollywood, often cast in villainous roles due to his commanding presence. However, his career faced challenges as the industry shifted. He struggled with typecasting and found it difficult to secure leading roles. In his personal life, Middleton faced significant hardships. He battled alcoholism, which affected both his career and relationships. Scandals surrounding his behavior on set and off led to a decline in his popularity. Despite these challenges, he remained a respected figure in the industry until his passing in 1979. The last known information about him highlights a man who, despite his struggles, left a lasting impact on film history. Thomas Mitchell's portrayal of Gerald O'Hara in the 1939 film Gone with the Wind is a complex blend of charm and tragedy. As the father of Scarlett O'Hara, he embodies the struggles of a Southern gentleman facing the collapse of his world. Mitchell's performance captures the essence of a man torn between his love for his family and the harsh realities of war and loss. His character's decline mirrors the film's themes of nostalgia and the inevitable passage of time. After Gone with the Wind, Mitchell's career continued to flourish. He won an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor for his role in Stagecoach in 1939, solidifying his status in Hollywood. However, his life was not without turmoil. He battled alcoholism, which affected both his personal and professional relationships. His marriage to actress and writer Helen M. Mitchell ended in divorce, adding to his struggles. In the later years of his life, Mitchell faced health issues, including a battle with pneumonia. He passed away in 1962, leaving behind a legacy marked by both triumph and personal hardship. His final years remain shrouded in mystery, with little known about his last days. Clark Gable's portrayal of Rhett Butler in the 1939 film Gone with the Wind remains iconic. Gable infused the character with a blend of charm and complexity, embodying the Southern gentleman with a dark edge. Rhett's cynical view of love and war resonated with audiences, making Gable a household name. However, the role also marked a turning point in Gable's life, as he became a symbol of masculinity during a tumultuous era. After the film's success, Gable faced personal hardships. His marriage to actress Carole Lombard ended tragically when she died in a plane crash in 1942. This loss deeply affected him, leading to a period of depression. Gable's career continued with notable films, but he struggled with the pressures of fame and the Hollywood system. He had several affairs, including a rumored relationship with actress Joan Crawford, which added to his complicated personal life. In his later years, Gable served in the U.S. Army Air Forces during World War II, a move that showcased his patriotism, but also exposed him to the harsh realities of war. He returned to acting but never regained the same level of acclaim. Gable's final years were marked by health issues, and he passed away in 1960 from a heart attack. His legacy endures, but the man behind the legend faced shadows that often went unseen. Harry Davenport portrayed Dr. Meade in the 1939 classic Gone with the Wind. His character, a compassionate physician, provided a sense of hope amid the chaos of war and personal tragedy. Davenport's performance added depth to the film, showcasing the struggles of those trying to maintain humanity in desperate times. Born in 1866, Davenport had a long career in theater and film, appearing in over 200 films. His early years were marked by a passion for acting, but his life was not without challenges. Davenport faced personal hardships, including the loss of his first wife, which deeply affected him. He later remarried, but his second marriage also faced difficulties, leading to a tumultuous personal life. In the 1940s, Davenport's health began to decline, and he struggled with various ailments. Despite these challenges, he continued to work in film and theater until his death in 1949. His legacy remains, but the details of his later years are shrouded in mystery, leaving fans to ponder the complexities of his life. Tom Tyler portrayed the role of commanding officer during the evacuation in the 1939 film Gone with the Wind. His character faced immense pressure as he navigated the chaos of war and the desperate need to protect civilians. Tyler's performance captured the tension and urgency of the moment, showcasing a leader grappling with the weight of responsibility amid turmoil. After the film, Tyler's career continued in Hollywood, where he became known for his roles in westerns and action films. However, his life was not without challenges. He faced personal hardships, including struggles with alcoholism, which affected his relationships and career trajectory. Scandals surrounding his off-screen behavior often overshadowed his professional achievements. In the later years of his life, Tyler became reclusive, distancing himself from the public eye. He passed away in 1954, leaving behind a legacy marked by both his cinematic contributions and the darker aspects of his personal life. The last known information about him remains limited, with few details emerging after his death, leaving a sense of mystery surrounding his final years. Eddie Rochester Anderson played Uncle Peter, Aunt Pitty Pat's coachman, in the 1939 film Gone with the Wind. His character, though minor, added depth to the film's portrayal of the South during the Civil War era. Anderson's performance was marked by a blend of dignity and subtle humor, reflecting the complexities of African-American life in that time. After the film, Anderson's career flourished in radio and television, most notably as the sidekick to Jack Benny on the Jack Benny program. However, his life was not without challenges. He faced racial discrimination and struggled with the limitations placed on black actors in Hollywood. In the 1940s, he was involved in a scandal when he was accused of being a communist sympathizer, which led to a temporary decline in his career. Anderson also dealt with personal hardships, including financial difficulties and the loss of loved ones. Despite these struggles, he remained a beloved figure in entertainment until his death in 1977. His legacy continues to resonate, reflecting both the triumphs and trials of a talented artist in a turbulent era. John Arledge played the role of the dying soldier in the 1939 classic film Gone with the Wind. His character appears in a poignant scene that captures the despair and tragedy of war, leaving a lasting impression on viewers. Arledge's performance, though brief, highlighted the emotional weight of the Civil War's impact on individuals and families. After the film, Arledge's career did not reach the heights many expected. He struggled to find significant roles in Hollywood, often relegated to minor parts. His personal life was marked by turmoil. He faced financial difficulties and battled alcoholism, which affected his relationships and career opportunities. Scandals surrounded him, including rumors of erratic behavior and conflicts with studio executives. In his later years, Arledge became increasingly reclusive, distancing himself from the industry that once celebrated him. The last known information about him is sparse, with few records detailing his final years. He faded from public view, leaving behind a legacy that is both haunting and enigmatic. Gable played the role of a mounted officer in the 1939 classic film Gone with the Wind. His character, though minor, contributed to the film's portrayal of the Civil War's chaos and the Southern experience. Bakewell's performance added a layer of authenticity to the film's historical context, showcasing the struggles faced by soldiers during that tumultuous time. After the film's release, Bakewell's career continued in Hollywood, but he faced challenges. He appeared in various films throughout the 1940s and 1950s, often cast in supporting roles. However, his career was marred by personal hardships. Bakewell struggled with alcoholism, which affected his work and relationships. He faced several scandals, including a highly publicized divorce that drew media attention and scrutiny. In his later years, Bakewell faded from the spotlight, living a quieter life away from the public eye. The last known information about him indicates he passed away in 1993, leaving behind a legacy marked by both his contributions to film and the shadows of his personal battles. Jane Darwell's portrayal of Mistress Merriweather in the 1939 film Gone with the Wind is a striking example of her ability to embody strong, maternal figures. Her character, a staunch supporter of the Confederacy, reflects the complexities of Southern society during the Civil War. Darwell's performance added depth to the film, showcasing her talent for conveying both strength and vulnerability. Beyond this iconic role, Darwell faced significant challenges in her life. Born in 1879, she experienced personal hardships, including the loss of her first husband, which deeply affected her. Despite these struggles, she found success in Hollywood, earning an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress for her role in The Grapes of Wrath in 1940. However, her career was not without controversy. Darwell was known for her strong opinions, which sometimes led to conflicts with studio executives. In her later years, she withdrew from the public eye, living a quiet life until her death in 1967. The last known information about her indicates that she remained a beloved figure in the film industry, remembered for her powerful performances and resilience in the face of adversity. Leslie Howard portrayed Ashley Wilkes, a character caught in the turmoil of love and loyalty in the 1939 film Gone with the Wind. His portrayal of the sensitive and conflicted Southern gentleman resonated with audiences, showcasing a man torn between societal expectations and personal desires. Howard's performance was marked by a deep emotional undercurrent, reflecting the struggles of a man unable to fully embrace his own feelings. After the film's success, Howard's career continued to flourish, but he faced personal hardships. He was known for his strong anti-war stance during World War II, which put him at odds with some in Hollywood. His outspoken views led to tensions within the industry. In 1943, Howard's life took a tragic turn when he was killed in a plane shot down by the Luftwaffe while traveling to promote the war effort. His death shocked many and left a void in the film community. In the years following his passing, Howard's legacy has been remembered for both his artistic contributions and the complexities of his life. His role as Ashley Wilkes remains iconic, symbolizing the fragility of human emotions amidst chaos. The details of his life, marked by both triumph and tragedy, continue to intrigue those who study his work. Frank Phelan played a soldier aiding Dr. Meade in the 1939 classic Gone with the Wind. His role, though minor, contributed to the film's portrayal of the Civil War's impact on individuals. Phelan's character represented the many who were caught in the turmoil of the era, showcasing the struggles faced by soldiers and medical personnel alike. After Gone with the Wind, Phelan's career continued to flourish. He became a familiar face in Hollywood, often cast in supporting roles in films and television. He is perhaps best remembered for his role as the father in the popular TV series The Life of Riley. However, his life was not without challenges. Phelan faced personal hardships, including the loss of his first wife, which deeply affected him. He also dealt with the pressures of Hollywood, where scandals and rumors often surrounded actors. In his later years, Phelan remained active in the industry, but gradually stepped back from the spotlight. He passed away in 1985, leaving behind a legacy marked by both his contributions to film and the shadows of his personal struggles. His last known information reflects a quiet life away from the public eye, a stark contrast to the vibrant roles he once portrayed. Richard Farnsworth played a soldier in the 1939 classic film Gone with the Wind, a role that, while small, contributed to the film's grand portrayal of the Civil War. His character embodied the struggles and sacrifices of those caught in the turmoil of that era. Farnsworth's performance hinted at a depth of emotion that would later define his career. After Gone with the Wind, Farnsworth faced numerous challenges. He struggled to find substantial roles in Hollywood, often relegated to minor parts. His career took a turn in the 1970s when he gained recognition for his work in films like The Gray Fox and Comes a Horseman. However, his personal life was marked by hardship. He battled depression and faced the tragic loss of his wife, which deeply affected him. In 2000, Farnsworth was diagnosed with terminal cancer. He chose to end his life in 2000, a decision that shocked many and highlighted the darkness he faced. His legacy remains a testament to a man who fought both on screen and off. Last known information indicates that his contributions to film continue to be celebrated, though his life ended in tragedy. Irving Bacon's portrayal of the corporal in the 1939 epic Gone with the Wind remains a minor, yet symbolic credit in his prolific Hollywood journey. Though his role was small and largely unremarkable, it reflected his pattern of playing background characters that supported the grand narrative without eclipsing the main cast. His ability to seamlessly blend into such vast cinematic backdrops made him a reliable character actor of his time. Outside the shadow of Scarlett O'Hara's grand tale, Bacon's career spanned decades and over 500 appearances, mostly in uncredited or minor roles. Born in Missouri in 1893, Bacon saw early hardship following his father's death, which led him to support his family by working in labor-intensive jobs, including as a machinist in California. He entered silent films in the 1910s, appearing in early comedic roles. However, transitioning into the sound era, his career seemed cursed by typecasting, often relegated to playing salesmen, clerks, or gruff authority figures rather than leading men. Despite his extensive resume, his life behind the screen remained subdued, with sparse scandals or personal dramas reaching public attention. Later in life, Bacon found himself increasingly disconnected from the Hollywood that once embraced him. Although he avoided public controversy, whispers of financial struggles and health issues surfaced as his heyday dwindled toward the mid-20th century. He passed away in February 1965, leaving behind a legacy cemented less by singular achievements and more by sheer tenacity in the industry. Bacon's quiet exit mirrored his understated presence on screen, a man who existed more as a mysterious fixture than a star. Mary Anderson brought charm and finesse to her portrayal of Mabel Merriweather in the 1939 cinematic epic Gone with the Wind. Cast as a Southern socialite whose pointed remarks concealed an air of superiority, Anderson's small but memorable role underscored her ability to command attention amidst a star-studded ensemble. However, her aspirations for greater prominence in the production were dashed when she lost the coveted role of Scarlett O'Hara. Hollywood's obsessive pre-release search for Scarlett became a bruising experience for Anderson, reflecting the industry's ruthless and unrelenting focus on star appeal. Born Mary Bebe Anderson on April 3, 1918, in Birmingham, Alabama, her striking red hair and genteel Southern demeanor soon caught the attention of Howard Hawks, propelling her into Hollywood. Following Gone with the Wind, Anderson struggled to escape typecasting, though her career briefly flourished with critical roles in films such as Alfred Hitchcock's Lifeboat, where she delivered a heartfelt performance as a nurse battling moral dilemmas amid the chaos of war. Yet, despite her early promise, her career trajectory declined by the late 1940s. Off-screen, Anderson's life was marked by emotional turbulence and personal scandal. Her first marriage to director Leon Shamroy was marred by their volatile dynamic, involving public disputes that made headlines. Shamroy, a four-time Academy Award-winning cinematographer, clashed with Anderson frequently over her pursuit of roles he deemed beneath her status. Their 23-year marriage ended in an acrimonious divorce in 1949, stirring tabloid speculation about infidelity and financial discord. In later years, Anderson retreated from Hollywood, opting for a quieter life with her second husband, Leonard Marion Behrens. This period was said to be one of seclusion and reflection. Anderson declined interviews, choosing instead to spend her days in Burbank, California. Her absence from the public eye fueled rumors about her health, financial stability, and lingering regrets over her time in the industry. She found some solace in occasional appearances on television until retiring entirely from acting in 1965. Perhaps the darkest chapter in her story involved her younger brother, James Anderson, an actor dogged by personal demons. His premature death in 1969 reportedly left Mary devastated, casting a long shadow over her remaining years. Despite persistent inquiries into her personal and professional life, Anderson maintained a dignified silence, preserving what little privacy she could. Mary Anderson passed away in 2014 at the age of 96 in Burbank. No memoir or revelatory interviews illuminate her final decades, leaving an aura of mystery around the later chapters of her life. Her legacy survives not only in her filmography, but also in the fleeting glimpses of brilliance she brought to screen, roles that hinted at a far greater potential. Hattie McDaniel's portrayal of Mammy in the 1939 film Gone with the Wind remains one of the most iconic yet controversial roles in cinema history. As a house servant, Mammy is depicted as a loyal and nurturing figure, embodying the complex and often painful stereotypes of African-American women in the early 20th century. Daniel's performance earned her an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress, making her the first African-American to win an Oscar. However, this achievement came with a heavy price. After the film's success, McDaniel faced significant challenges in her career. She was often typecast in similar roles, limiting her opportunities to showcase her range as an actress. Beyond her professional struggles, McDaniel's personal life was marked by hardship. She faced racism and discrimination, even being barred from attending the film's premiere in Atlanta due to her race. Scandals also plagued her, including a tumultuous marriage and financial difficulties that led to the loss of her home. In her later years, McDaniel battled health issues, including breast cancer, which ultimately led to her death in 1952. Despite her struggles, she left a lasting legacy in Hollywood. Recent efforts have sought to reevaluate her contributions and the complexities of her roles, highlighting the need for a deeper understanding of race and representation in film. McDaniel's story is a reminder of the challenges faced by artists of color and the ongoing conversation about their place in the industry. Anne Rutherford portrayed Corinne O'Hara, the younger sister of Scarlett O'Hara, in the 1939 classic Gone with the Wind. Her character is often overshadowed by the film's more prominent figures, yet Corinne's innocence and vulnerability reflect the turmoil of the era. Rutherford's performance captured the essence of a young woman caught in the chaos of war and family strife, adding depth to the film's emotional landscape. After Gone with the Wind, Rutherford's career continued with notable roles in films like The Bride Comes Home and The Secret Life of Walter Mitty. However, her personal life was marked by challenges. She faced the pressures of Hollywood, including typecasting and the struggle to find substantial roles. In the 1940s, she endured a tumultuous marriage to actor and director William H. Wright, which ended in divorce. Later, she experienced financial difficulties, leading her to work in television and stage productions. Rutherford's later years were spent in relative obscurity, though she remained active in the industry. She passed away in 2012 at the age of 94, leaving behind a legacy that reflects both her talent and the complexities of her life. Her story is a reminder of the shadows that often linger behind the glamour of Hollywood. Cliff Edwards played the role of the reminiscent soldier in the 1939 classic Gone with the Wind. His character, though minor, added depth to the film's exploration of memory and loss during the Civil War. Edwards, known for his distinctive voice and charm, was already an established figure in Hollywood, but this role marked a significant moment in his career. Born in 1895, Edwards faced numerous challenges throughout his life. He struggled with alcoholism, which affected both his personal and professional relationships. Despite his early success as a singer and actor, including his work in animated films as Jiminy Cricket and Disney's Pinocchio, his later years were marked by financial difficulties and health issues. He experienced a decline in popularity and was often forgotten by the industry that once celebrated him. In his final years, Edwards lived in a modest apartment in Los Angeles, relying on the kindness of friends and former colleagues. He passed away in 1971, leaving behind a legacy that is often overshadowed by his struggles. His life serves as a reminder of the fragility of fame and the personal battles many face behind the scenes. As we wrap up our journey through the world of Gone with the Wind, it's hard not to feel a wave of nostalgia. This film, released in 1939, not only changed the lives of its cast, but also left a lasting mark on cinema. Vivien Leigh, who played Scarlett O'Hara, faced personal struggles, including her battle with mental health, while Clark Gable, the iconic Rhett Butler, dealt with the pressures of fame and the tragic loss of his beloved co-star, Carole Lombard. Their performances continue to resonate, reminding us of the complexities of love and loss during a tumultuous time in American history. Did you watch this classic during your childhood? What memories does it bring back for you? Perhaps it was a family movie night or a special moment shared with friends. We invite you to share your stories in the comments below. Your experiences are part of the rich tapestry that makes this film so beloved. Let's celebrate the memories that Gone with the Wind has created for all of us.